G'day everyone, it's Buck up in North Queensland for part 2 of my British Army ration pack review. So, part 2 is going to be breakfast, okay? So, first thing I'm going to do is get the water on for a cup of coffee for breakfast. Got to have a cup of coffee at Brekky time. Like that at home, have coffee in the morning, then tea in the afternoon and tea at night time. So I've got a little flint here and some matches, so I'll see if we can get the Mahexi tablet going here. Come on. That did not want to work. That was a fail. Here we go. There she goes. That'll get her going. The match snapped, but I still got it working. Beauty. Righto. Put her on, I'll close that up a little bit. There we go. A little bit more. Die, mofo. Righto. Water's on for a brew. Let's go back and we'll start heating up the all-day breakfast, eh? So one thing the British ration pack didn't have was the flameless ration heater. We tip a bit of water in. I've got some at home. I probably should have brought some, but that's why I got the jet boil. I know a lot of army guys now in the Australian Army, they all have jet boils, but the trouble with a jet boil is you cannot fly on a C-130 Herc, not in my day anyway, with gas cylinder. It was taboo. Weren't allowed to do it. Rightio, so let's put some water in the jet boil. Down there. Now, where's my all-day breakfast? So how are we going to heat this up? Just like that. Throw that in. Now, one thing I could have done is boil the water up here, heat the meal up, and then use the water for a brew. I'm tipping it might have a bit of a horrible flavour to it. I've got plenty of water on me, guys, so I don't need to do that. Now, my jet boil is, the igniter is buggered, so I've bought a cigarette lighter here. Light up and see if we can get this going. Will this work? Yes, it will. Righto. So that's on. Let's boil that away and heat our breakfast up. I'm looking forward to that all day, Brekky. Wowee. Fantastic. Eat it with a spork. Another thing, especially in Australia, dehydration was a big thing. Don't know if it's such a big thing over in Europe, maybe in summertime, but in Australia here, guys, out bush, you had to stay hydrated, and that's where these drinks came in handy. And I'll try one later. I'm going to try the Tutti Frutti flavour to get some electrolytes back in. Very important. I should have bought another cup or something to put that in. I'll have to wait. I'll do it in the jet boil later on, but I want to heat my meal up first. And what I will do is I'll probably tip it out into the mess tin here to give you a look so you can see exactly what's in there. The other thing I forgot to do too, and this was the other thing that they give you extra to your ration packs in the Australian Army, purification tablets. So if you're getting water and it's not potable water, sometimes you might have to get out of a creek or whatever, you put it in your water bottle, you can strain it through what we had a Millbank filter if it was really dirty. I've actually had to drink muddy water on an exercise once through a Millbank filter, a canvas filter, and then put the Puri tabs in there. Tastes like shite, but it can save you from getting sick. So there's a little strip of purification tablets there that you put one into a bottle of water just in case you might have some suspect drinking water, okay? It can save you from getting sick. It's the last thing you want to do when you're out bush. And the other thing, it wasn't all sugar, it was white creamer for your coffee, which isn't as good as real milk or condensed milk we used to get in Australia. The sweetened condensed milk, shit's all over this stuff. So all the European guys over there, get onto the sweetened condensed milk. Way better than this creamer. And the Yanks use the creamer as well. We used to get the tubes of sweetened condensed milk and squirt it into your mouth. It was bloody beautiful. Gives you an energy kick too. Righto. I'll keep my eye on the water over there. It's boiling away, or it's about to boil away. get me cup of coffee on the go, and then we'll let this simmer away for 4 or 5 minutes and heat my all day breakfast up. Righto. Righto, water's boiled for a brew, guys. I'll just put it in the little holder there. Now, that there I got off eBay. The Yanks used to have them. I actually scored one. This has been going for at least 5 minutes, so I'll turn that off, let it sit in there. Yeah, this little holder here, you can actually use that, put your Hexi tablet under there and boil your steel cup of water on there. So that was the American version of what we call a Hexi stove. I actually got one of them off a Yank on an exercise and must have given it away when I got out of the army. Saw it on eBay, forget what it was called now, just put army steel cup holder or whatever, and you can actually boil your brew up there. So I don't want to put the hot thing on the plastic table, so let's go. I'm going to put 2 coffees in because they're quite a large cup, these army cups. So I'm going to put 2. Oh, it looks like it's not the fine, it's like the nice green, looks like Nescafe Blend 43 or something, so it's a nice granulated coffee. One there. I'm going to put 2 in, as I said, they're large cups. One of these cups full, guys, used to do 3, you have 3 blokes, 2 blokes in a gun pit. One of these would do a couple of blokes. You just take it in turns, drink out of the same cup. There's no germ rules between blokes out bush. Bit different to the Navy guys, but we weren't as friendly as the Navy guys. So I've got a couple of coffees in there. Now, I'll tell you what else I need. What's this? Sugar. I have a sugar in my coffee, but when you're out bush working hard, it doesn't hurt to throw a couple of sugars in. Okay? Because sugar gives you a bit of energy out bush. Totally different when you're at home. You may not need your sugar intake, but when you're out bush working hard, sugar can really pick you up. And I'll tell you what does pick you up is a cup of black tea with a heap of sugar in it. Really does give you a pick up. There, and what's this one? This is the white creamer, I think. Yeah, whitener. So I'll put one of these in. So it's the white creamer, the Americans call it. Still prefer the sweetened condensed milk, the thick sweetened condensed milk, which gives it some extra sweetness as well. So I'll give this a stir with a spork. Oh, I might need another whitener in there, I think. It's a bit dark anyway, so be it. Give it a good stir. Bring him out. Try not to burn my lips. You know it's hot when your lips stick to this thing. That's why we used to wear bush hats out bush. Your bush hat wasn't to keep the sun off, it was so you could grab your hot brew mug. Tell you what, that's not bad for a bush brew. Nothing wrong with that. Another whitener would have been alright. I don't know how many whiteners were in there. I want to save a couple for me cups of tea later on. Yep. It's not as nice as what you'd have at home, but I tell you what, that's not too bad, and it'd be nice, especially if you're over in Europe on a winter's night or whatever, having a nice hot cup of coffee is the way to go. So what I'll do here is take my all day brekkie out of the jet boil, which has been, oh yeah, that's well and truly hot enough. It's got a quick tear tab here. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the plastic bag, Ziploc bag, all my rubbish so it doesn't blow around, start putting it in my Ziploc bag. Now this looks like a big stew. I can see beans in there already. It's the same colour as what baked beans are, everyone. I can see little sausages in there. And it's an all day breakfast. It's got pea beans, water, pork sausages, wheat, self-raising agent, lots of different stuff, spices and that. So we're going to tip it into here, and I'll give you it's a bit hard to see it in the sachet, so I'll put the sachet on the ground for now and then give you a look there. So yeah, I can see lots of beans, baked bean sauce, and some little pork sausages. That's not a bad breakfast. I'll tell you what would go nice with that is one of those bread buns now. So there it is there, everyone. Pork sausages. I might bring the camera in a little bit closer, eh? Coffee's a bit dark. Righto, so you've just seen the, let's do the taste test on it. I'll tell you what I go alright in that now. I'll save it for later on, but there's a bit of the hot sauce, the Tabasco sauce or whatever they call that. Yeah, that's a bit of, I don't know, that's bits of crushed up sausage there or what. Really nice flavour. Can taste the baked beans, really dark, rich baked beans. It's got like a real, like a smoky baked bean flavour. Be good on a cold morning. Let's try one of these little pork sausages. Tell you what, they're hot. Not bad. I'm not a real fan of pork, guys, but it's not too over porky flavoured. I don't know what that, if that's mushed up sausage there, it's just a sausage that got mushed up, or if it's, might be a bit of mushroom or something maybe. Not quite sure. It's not bad, but this is really nice. It'd be nice with one of those like hamburger buns that you get in the Canadian ration pack, just to scoop all the juice and that up. Be very nice. You can make a little pork sausage sandwich out of it. Definitely could go some Tabasco sauce in that, but that's very nice. That's a nice breakfast. A bit more coffee. That's not a bad coffee actually. It doesn't look real good, but it tastes nicer than it looks. So there you go. What have I got here? Some chocolate biscuits. We'll have them later. Chocolate cookies. What I might try is, I'm keen to try a bit of this, guys. This orange cake. I'll see if Roz wants a little. Oh, as soon as that opened, I got a big whiff of, or waft or whatever that word is, of orange, like real orangey flavour. I'm tipping this is going to be a really nice, beautiful, moist orange cake, because I tell you what, the smell was pretty impressive. Just got to get into it now. Here we go. Okay. Comes in like a waxed paper wrapper. This would be nice with a cup of tea. It'd go well with a coffee. So this is the orange cake. Nothing wrong with that. Very nice. Got a really nice orange flavour. Not bad at all. So there you go, I'll turn the camera off. I'll finish that brekky off because that's quite nice. Baked beans, little pork sausages, maybe some mushroom. I'm not quite sure if it was mushroom, I don't know what it was, but it tasted alright. Certainly heated up really well in the jet boil. The jet boil will heat stuff up better than those flameless ration heaters, guys. They'll warm it, and Slacken told me on an email recently, he said, the Canadians don't have the flameless ration heaters because it doesn't get the food hot enough. It warms it up. It's all right for Australia, but when you're over in the snow and that, you really want your food piping hot. and he said the FRHs, the flameless ration heaters, do not get the food hot enough for Canada during winter time. So there you go. I learnt something there. Maybe that's the same reason the Poms don't have them in their ration packs as well. Maybe they get them issued separately, I don't know. I'm pretty sure you get one in the Aussie ration packs now. Just a great way to heat your meal up. They really are. We didn't have them in my day because we had cans. Now if you're wondering how we heated our meals up, I'll go and grab that. No, I won't. You've seen the Hexi stove. You used to get a can of food. So you get a can of food, and what you do is you'd bang it on the side of your boot and put a dint in it. And then you get your Hexi thing going, and you just put the can of food on top of the Hexi stove. And what would happen is it'd start heating the food inside the can, and as the food got hotter and hotter and hotter, the dint would it'd expand, the gases and whatever it heat would expand inside the can, and the dint had come out. And when the dint come out of the can, you knew your food was done. Then the next trick was to try and pick the scorching hot can up that had been sitting over a fire. That's where your bush hat came in handy. So you pick your bush hat up, and you had to be careful. You get your little Fred field ration eating device, or we used to call them a different name, your little gold spoon with the can opener on the end, which you still get in the Aussie ration packs for the cheese and that. And as soon as you pierce the can, the hot juices would go squirting out. So what you had to do is, if you're in a gun pit, you had to make sure you aimed your can of food away, because I know a few blokes who got nailed in the side of the head by the hot juice squirting out of the cans, and next minute old mate's about to have a feed out of it. He'd have no teeth left in his thing because someone got the scorching hot juice in their face and just turned around and knuckle him in the gun pit for bloody giving him 3rd degree burns on the side of his head. So you always aimed your can away from your mate, because as soon as you pierced it, the juice would squirt out. You had to hold the can with your bush hat and aim it away and puncture it, let the pressure out, the juice would squirt out, and then you'd open it up. It used to make a horrible mess. It really did. And the cans were that deep, and the spoon was that deep, so you could never get the food out of the bottom of the thing. Would have been good to have a spork or something like that back in my day, but all these packets now, they could put a nice civvy looking spork in there. It's a good size too. There you go. That's Brekky done out of the British ration pack, everyone. Very, very nice. Nice all day breakfast, and a not a bad cup of coffee, if I do say myself. That's not a bad brew. Probably another whitener in there would have gone all right. Righto. Stay tuned for part 3, which is going to be lunch. I'm going to sit back, see if Roz wants to try one of these little pork sausages here and a bit of beans. Try me brew. She just had a nice latte from the coffee shop on the way down here, so I'm tipping this probably won't taste quite as nice as what she's just had. I'll let her have a sip anyway if she wants one. Righto. See you soon for part 3, eh? Lunchtime.